Now, your primetime local news leader. Fox 22 News at 10.
Douglas, and thanks for joining us tonight. First, a fire that occurred in East Millinocket early Saturday afternoon has resulted in a total loss of a home. Fire Chief Rod McGraw says that the East Millinocket Fire Department arrived to a residence on Birch Street at approximately 12:23 p.m. According to McGraw, the first floor of the structure was already well involved and had begun to move to the second story of the home. While the fire was contained to the home, the intense heat of the flames reportedly resulted in siding damage to neighboring houses.
With situations like this, conditions like this, it's sometimes just hard to fight the fire, and that's where we're at right now. Fire was so hot that it compromised the structure, so we can't safely put people inside. Rural aspect, especially in the colder portions, fires like this do happen.
While no one was injured, 2 cats perished in the fire, and one person is now displaced. The East Millinocket Fire Department determined a pellet stove to be the source of the fire. In other news, an annual winter tradition had many people eager to learn more about Maine's wildlife. Our David Leffert tracked down the details.
They have hooves, and that's what I'm looking at. There are the hooves right in there.
Winter Fun Day kicked off Saturday at Fields Pond in Holden. Families were treated to a wide array of activities, including guided snowshoe walks, animal tracking, and ice experiments with employees from the Maine Discovery Museum.
I think in Maine during the winter, sometimes some of us have this survival mentality where we're like just trying to get through winter. And I think it's great to just pause and appreciate and get out.
Many at the center stressed the importance of incorporating education into the event, teaching kids and their parents about identifying animal tracks, and studying animal pelts and skulls to learn more about Maine wildlife.
A lot of people might not see a fox or a skunk out in the wild or in their backyard, and so it's really good to teach people that these kinds of organisms and wildlife do actually exist, and what we do have an actual impact on their lives.
Organizers say this is the 4th year the center has put on the event, and they believe it provides an important opportunity for young minds.
Kids seeing their adult caregivers, their parents, whoever, grandparents, out with them in nature, I think it builds that bond, but also builds that kind of ethic of being out in the outdoors.
In addition to outdoor fun, kids had the chance to make crafts indoors and meet new friends who share their love of nature. To learn more about the Fields Pond Audubon Center and Winter Fun Day, visit MaineAudubon.org. In Holden, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Thursday, the Maine Public Utilities Commission launched an investigation into Electricity Maine, one of the companies that provides electricity to some Central Maine Power Company customers. According to Phil Barlett, the chair of the Maine Public Utilities Commission, the group wants to know if Electricity Maine followed the proper regulations for alerting customers of a recent rate spike that led to more than 170 complaints about skyrocketing electric bills.
They have to be clear with customers so that they understand what they're paying and can opt out. They could choose to go to a different provider or back to the standard offer if the prices are unreasonable. A lot of customers didn't recall getting any kind of notice that their prices were going to go up.
According to Barlett, all electricity ratepayers have a choice when it comes to their providers. Customers can choose between the default standard offer rate or shop around for another price. While the standard offer itself went up from roughly 11 cents to 17 cents per kilowatt hour, some Electricity Maine customers saw their rate jump to 39 cents per kilowatt hour. According to Barlett, if Electricity Maine is found to have violated rules or state laws, they could have their license to operate in Maine revoked, and affected customers may have the opportunity for a refund. In other news, a proposed bill would make recess mandatory for middle school students in Maine. LD 156 would require school administration districts to provide at least 20 minutes of outdoor recess for no fewer than 3 days every week. If students can't go outside because of weather, the bill directs the schools to arrange for alternative accommodations. Representative Margaret Craven of Lewiston introduced the bill.
I was shocked that kids that are 11 and 12 years old didn't have a little break. It also gives them a little break to be able to organize their thoughts and to be able to do a little exercise.
She says students are in school for more than 7.5 hours a day, and they need time to get fresh air and reduce stress. Craven says children find it difficult to stay seated for hours at a time, and going outdoors is a proven way to release pent-up energy. The Education and Cultural Affairs Committee will hold a work session on this bill later this month. Also, Senator Susan Collins stopped by Bradford Friday to celebrate a milestone in a major town project. Our David Ledford has more on the story.
175 years old. I think you're due for a new one.
Senator Susan Collins has secured $1.3 million for a new fire station in the town of Bradford. Fire Chief Jesse Young says the current station is both cramped and deteriorating, limiting the firefighters' movement and their ability to use the station properly. According to Young, the station was forced to restrict the use of the building even further following an inspection.
We're no longer allowed to use it for trainings or meetings. They requested that we only have 2 people up here at a time, and it's only 45 pounds per square foot.
Young says the building has been condemned twice in its history, and that efforts to make changes have been in the works for years. According to Collins, projects like this one are part of her plan to help out small towns moving forward.
My priorities as the new vice chairman of the Appropriations Committee is to look out for rural America and to make sure that rural America is not left behind.
Chief Young spoke about some of the new features he's excited to see.
In the new station, we are going to have showers and a kitchen and a training facility. There'll be more space. We don't have to worry about backing in the trucks because we have about 1 inch on each side in the station.
Young says he hopes that construction will begin sometime this year and expects it to be completed by 2025. In Bradford, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Senator Angus King says there's important work ahead to help our nation's veterans. King has been named the newest member of the State Veterans Affairs Committee and says he'll use the position to provide more help to those who are struggling. Senator King tells us one of his biggest concerns is addressing the high rate of veteran suicides. Thousands of veterans take their own lives each year, and King says more needs to be done to reverse the trend.
Veteran suicide is one of the things, and we've got to look on it as a whole problem that covers a lot of areas. But I just want to pass one thing on for your viewers. 988 plus 1. 9881. 988 is a national suicide prevention hotline. And if a veteran's on the line and then they press 1, they go directly to someone who's especially qualified to deal with veterans that are in these tough circumstances.
Senator King says much more needs to be done to help veterans as they transition back into civilian life. He has proposed legislation that will make sure they have essentials like proper clothing and provide resources to help them start careers after the military. And if there are veterans who are thinking about suicide, Senator King recommends they call a special hotline where they can talk to veterans who know what they're going through. You can reach it by dialing 988 and pressing 1. Now let's turn things over to Conrad Supinski, who's in now with a first look at our forecast.
Thank you so much. Happy Saturday. What a chilly start to the day. Temperatures around 23 degrees here in town, a little bit warmer by the coast, and a lot colder moving up north. Look at Greenville and Millinocket just in the teens. There were some pockets with some single digits out there. Today in the day, though, our high temperatures close to the freezing mark, so not much melting going on today, but wait till I let you know how warm it's going to get. So we do have around 6 inches of snow here in town. Look at this line right here, just south of Millinocket. North of that, we're looking at several inches of snow, close to 2 feet of snow in some spots. So we do have a good depth of snow up north, and that's going to keep a little bit of the cooler temperatures, but not for long. We have been pretty clear today. We had lots of sunshine all over the state. Not much going on precipitation-wise in the northeast. And tonight, though, same story. We will be clear with cooling temperatures out there. We'll be hovering close to 20 degrees overnight.
Thanks, Conrad. Well, we have more local news for you when we return. Stay with us.
If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want and zero compromises. Just go to anthemmainhealth.com/answers or call 855-753-3928 for a one-on-one Medicare plan review. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, along with transportation, a free gym membership, and $0 copay for prescriptions, all for zero extra cost. Plus, you could be eligible for extra benefits to help you save even more. We have plans with up to $2,500 a year to help you pay for over-the-counter health items, groceries, and living expenses like cell phone, electric, or water bills, all on a single prepaid MasterCard you can use at thousands of locations nationwide. Call Anthem Main Health at 855-753-3928 or visit anthemmainhealth.com/answers and get a Medicare Advantage plan with zero compromises for you and your wallet.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Welcome back to the National Window Showdown. It's now time for our expert picks. My pick is Renewal by Andersen. Their customer service is exceptional, trustworthy, professional. Renewal by Andersen has to be the pick for me.
I love Renewal by Andersen for this too, Brian. They take care of the entire process from consultation to installation and beyond. They're second to none.
Guys, for me, it's the Fibrex. It's a no-brainer. Renewal by Andersen takes it to the house.
A clean sweep for Renewal by Andersen. They really are the better way to a better window.
Let's go. It's not how you begin. You take advantage of the moment. But how you finish. Turn it up a notch. Super Bowl 57, Sunday on Fox.
Coming up on Good Morning Maine, we'll have all your Super Bowl recap content fresh after the big game. Plus, we'll have a live in-studio interview from folks at the University of Maine who will be discussing their upcoming theatrical plays. Plus, we'll have your full radar weather forecast with Devin Biggs. This and more coming up on Good Morning Maine.
The University of Maine at Augusta's Dental Health Clinic hosted its annual Give Kids a Smile Day in partnership with the American Dental Health Association. The event was open to children ages 5 to 19 who do not have a dentist. Students from the university's dental hygiene program provided free cleanings, exams, x-rays, and fluoride treatments. This experience is a learning opportunity, not only for students, but also the kids themselves.
We're able to teach them about things that they might not know because they're not able to access that regular routine dental care. So it's great. It's a great opportunity for both of us.
University of Maine at Augusta and the American Dental Association will be hosting another Give Kids a Smile Day on March 3rd. Those who are interested in scheduling an appointment should contact the university's dental health clinic at 262-7872. The Eastward Mall has been the home for a number of businesses over the years, and one in particular is operating and maintained by a sole employee and future owner, looking to preserve a sport in the city of Ellsworth. Noah Smith has the story.
The familiar sounds and smells of a bowling alley invoke a strong sense of nostalgia in many of us. Autumn Mowry is 20 years old and currently the sole operator of Demanda's, a candlepin bowling alley tucked away at the Eastwood Mall in Ellsworth.
So I used to be lane mechanic for previous owners, so I've been here actually 4 years in total. So there were 4 working lanes left, and COVID had hit, and that's when the previous owners decided to shut it down.
Rather than see the alley fall into disrepair, Mowry turned to her family, purchasing the bowling alley with her mother.
So that's when I asked my mom about taking over, and that's when she took over, and the plan was for both of us to be here together.
While her mother currently owns the alley, she's gearing up to fully take over later this year.
The first and only goal of me taking over was to save it, and just because I learned that it was a dying sport, now I love the retroness of it, and now it's really the environment, the memories that it creates for the community itself, and just keeping a family entertainment center alive for everyone.
However, preserving history has a steep price. The lanes are 100% wood, which means they cannot be oiled or cleaned with liquids, and ultimately need to be replaced. The pin setters at Demanda's are some of the oldest operating pin machines around. Assembled in 1949, they are still kicking nearly 75 years later, but not without some nuance. Maui works hard to keep the machines running smoothly, but she knows that a big change is needed.
So they have to all be ripped out and replaced or rebuilt and rewired. So that is the goal, and I just do one at a time because with how much I'm looking to be, each lane is going to be $25K, including labor cost and everything else with it.
Friends of Maui quickly worked to set up a GoFundMe for the alley to aid with repairs and the rather expensive task of replacing the machines and lanes. While Maui was hesitant at first, she was amazed by the community's response.
Well, I had chosen the goal for it, which was 10K, and it is now almost 14K, which has been amazing to say the least.
The bowling alley suffered an electrical surge over the holidays, damaging scoring monitors, and recent storms have caused water damage to the arcade room, presenting yet more challenges for Maui. A passion for the sport, the warm feeling of nostalgia, and a penchant for hard work keeps Maui moving forward, ready to take on what comes next.
Pretty much just doing as many upgrades as I can, moving forward, and just hoping that the lanes keep going for me.
For more info, as well as a link to the ongoing GoFundMe, you can visit Demanda's website at demandas.com.
An update now from a story we brought to you on Thursday. The pipes at the Bucksport Senior Center had froze and then burst during the cold weather last weekend, causing damage that temporarily suspended food service for seniors. Well, after a week of cleanup and repair and some great donations from the Hannaford's in Bucksport, seniors were treated Friday to a hearty lunch. The grocery store provided rotisserie chicken, potato salad, and even some great desserts. The center's director, William Foster, and many seniors were grateful for the meal. Food services are expected to be fully restored at the senior center by next week. One of the biggest questions sports lovers are asking this weekend: what are you going to have on your Super Bowl spread? So our chief photographer, Dave Simpson, headed over to Emery Meats and Brewer to see some of the most special selections for barbecue and smokers this weekend.
We've got the spicy wings, and then we also have fun stuff like a fully cooked meatball, which is great for the little appetizer meatballs. We've got smoked olives, we have dip, we have shrimp, we've got jalapeno poppers, French fries, so a lot of things you can make up really easily.
Whether your get-together is large or small, it is never too late to start planning your menu. Stay with us at ABC7 and Fox 22 News for all your Super Bowl 57 coverage. In other news, people in Huntington Beach, California speak as their city council votes not to fly the rainbow pride flag over their city during Pride Month. Fox's Christina Gonzalez reports on the reaction to the vote.
So that's just my one question. Why?
The owner of Absolutely Fabulous echoes the question of many gay-friendly businesses in Huntington Beach, where the city council has just voted to stop flying the rainbow flag during Gay Pride Month.
What makes you think it's okay to discriminate against the gay population?
It's not about discrimination, but limiting the flags on city properties, says newly elected council member Pat Burns in the PAC meeting.
The city of Huntington Beach should only fly or display on public property the American flag, POW, MIA flag, the California flag, the County of Orange flag, and the city of Huntington Beach flag.
Public speakers here on both sides.
Fly this flag because it's inclusive, but don't you dare fly the Christian flag next to it.
It's just about freedom, about to be who you truly are.
How about the Confederate flag? I'm sure we have some loyal Southerners here. I know. How about the Islamic flag? We could put the Israeli flag up, the Palestinian flag up. You know, where does it end?
It sends a message you're not welcome. And that's not true. We're a diverse city. We are known as a diverse city, so please stand up to the values of our city, of Huntington Beach.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Comfy,
cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Cary Medical Center in Caribou, Maine is recruiting for physical therapists. We offer generous benefits, competitive wages, loan forgiveness, relocation assistance, and you'll join a dynamic team of rehab professionals. Our hospital has been named one of the best places to work in Maine 2 years in a row. Ready for a new adventure? Do you have a passion for excellence? Learn more at carymedicalcenter.org or call 207-498-1270. Cary Medical Center, we're creating healthier communities.
Having a hard time finding that perfect gift? No worries. From now until February 14th, Quality Jewelers is offering one-stop shopping for all your Valentine's Day needs. Every purchase will come with a bonus gift, and our gift package makes shopping this Valentine's Day easy. You'll get chocolates, a stuffed animal, and a Valentine's Day card to fill out. If you're looking for the easiest way to really impress that special someone, look no further than Quality Jewelers. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
Are you looking to have some fun, including soaring on Skyrider and the ultimate indoor zip line? Well, come over to Urban Air, Bangor's #1 birthday party destination, located at the Airport Mall. Urban Air has gravity-defying attractions for all ages, including our Warrior Course, trampolines, enormous arcade section, and climbing walls. Call us today to schedule your birthday party. And don't forget, we have endless play memberships available as well. Urban Air, let them fly.
There seems to be confusion, so it's time that we be frank. Katahdin trusts that Big Green K is a community bank. Like cash your checks and business loans and financing a car, we don't have any trust accounts. A bank is what we are. We get it. Trust has different meanings. Dependable is where we're leaning. Sure, we hike, we love the trees, but none of us are land trustees. A century we've been around to keep your money safe and sound. We're debit cards and mortgages. That kind of rhymes with oranges. For friendly bases, HSAs, new construction, tap to pay, we're confident you'll come to thank Katahdin Trust. Because we're a bank.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
The U.S. military is ramping up its assistance to Turkey and Syria following Monday's devastating earthquakes. The White House says it's providing $85 million in help with response, rescue, and structural damage assessment teams already on the ground. As the death toll climbs, conditions for the living continue to deteriorate.
Nearly 5 days since the earthquake struck, the region reeling on several fronts. The grim death toll mounts, now around 25,000. 12,000 buildings have been destroyed or damaged, leaving hundreds of thousands without homes, power, heat. Feeling the political heat, Turkish President Erdogan in the quake zone again, admitting his government has faltered.
Unfortunately, it is a fact that we have not been able to respond as fast as we hoped.
Despite some aid now finally reaching northern Syria, residents there, battered by years of war, are struggling to survive. Syrian President Assad, also in the region, blaming the international community.
The politicization of the situation is a normal thing, but their human feeling does not exist.
Despite all these horrors, rescue workers were still coming up with miracles. 2 young children pulled from the rubble in the Turkish town of Nurdagi, a 27-year-old woman found alive in the wreckage of Hatay. And in Gaziantep, a happy end to a story we first reported Wednesday. Emergency workers dug through a collapsed apartment building looking for 17-year-old Adnan Mohammed Korkut. His mother, who managed to make it out alive, looked on with terror until the scene turned to joy early this morning when the teams brought him out. He had made it through some long days in a collapsed basement.
I just waited for you all to arrive by myself. Thank God you arrived. Thank you, everyone.
His mother promising to stay close to him forever.
God bless my son, who I won't leave alone for an hour. May everyone be blessed as well.
Not everyone is blessed. At the site behind us where that teen was rescued, 5 bodies were recovered on Friday. It's believed 6 more are buried. And so the teams work on here, maybe hoping for another miracle, probably accepting the worst. In Gaziantep, Turkey, Greg Palcott, Fox News.
The U.S. military shooting down another aerial object over U.S. airspace Friday. The White House says the aircraft was spotted over Alaska and deemed a threat to aviation, and President Biden ordered it neutralized. The incident raising new questions about whether the president was right to wait so long to take another Chinese balloon. Fox's Jackie Heinrich reports.
Success.
A single word from President Biden on his decision to shoot down an unidentified unmanned object over Alaska. U.S. officials can't say right now whether it was another spy craft or where it came from, but the president's biggest concern was its altitude and unpredictable path.
And posed a reasonable threat to the safety of civilian flight. Out of an abundance of caution and at the recommendation of the Pentagon, President Biden ordered the military to down the object.
The Biden administration has defended allowing last week's Chinese spy balloon to make its way across the U.S. before shooting it down off the coast of South Carolina.
That raises the question, would they do this again?
Today's response indicates maybe not.
I can tell you that the president doesn't regret the way that we handled the first balloon. That time first of all, apples and oranges here in terms of size. As I said, this was size of a small car, and it was over a very sparsely populated area.
President Biden also facing criticism for making this claim about the Chinese spy craft downed Saturday.
It's not a major breach.
U.S. officials offering few details explaining that.
We don't know what intelligence or communications could have been collected or what devices they were targeting, as I understand it. So that being said, how can the president say it was not a major breach if we don't know that?
What we do know is we knew the basic flight path of this thing, and we were able to take steps at sensitive military sites.
And as the recovery continues, stalled because of bad weather, the State Department is reportedly considering sanctions if Western companies are found to have helped produce the balloon that China used to spy on the U.S. Officials tell Fox the administration is still assessing where the object that was shot down over Alaska landed and the degree to which they can get to it. They say it fell over frozen water, which should help in the recovery effort. And the only message the U.S. is sending right now is that it's vigilant about its airspace. At the White House, Jackie Heinrich, Fox News.
Police in Vancouver are partnering with parents to fight the increasing fentanyl crisis affecting students in the area. They say the surge in fentanyl-related deaths they're seeing right now is heavily affecting school-age kids, and they want parents and kids to understand the dangers of fentanyl. So they're doing community outreach with a couple of educational presentations to highlight how fentanyl is affecting the Clark County community.
Is that, some of the statistics that we can see nationally is that it is affecting children and killing children at a much higher rate than amongst the general population.
County officials say fentanyl-related deaths in Clark County are only going higher, going from 13 to 2019 to 39 in 2020, and then to 57 in 2021. In other news, teachers in Florida have spoken about whether they would want to carry guns in the classroom. Fox's Deborah Chloe lets us in on their responses.
To have that on them, it's a scary thought somebody's going to have that in a school.
I don't see a problem with it. I mean, I would like my children to be protected in school.
While Flagler County parents have mixed reaction to the idea of armed staff and teachers at schools, staff and teachers voiced where they stand. Nearly 80% responded to a survey saying they are not interested in being a school guardian.
Teachers are there to teach. They're to help students learn and expand their knowledge. They're not there to protect them, although they will physically if they have to.
A school guardian is a regular employee of the district who goes through weapons training and would be allowed to have a gun on them. 402 people that took the survey said they were not interested. 112 said they were. Out of those 112, 68 of them already have a CCW. The school board says they are looking for 13 guardians. This idea will help law enforcement currently in schools.
We're only looking to supplement them as far as giving them additional help because our buildings are large and spread out. And that was the number one reason why we've engaged in this possibility.
Rebecca Berardi is a mom to an elementary school student. She has no problem with the idea.
Teachers are something that you can look up to. Those are who watch your kids when they're at school. You know, you trust them, so you expect them to take care of your children.
Cesar Medina, who served in the military and is a father to a high schooler, was more reserved.
It's up to the person mentally and physically go through those steps, because when it comes to it, are they going to pull the trigger?
The third week of testimony wraps up in the Alex Murda's double murder trial. The family's housekeeper took to the stand to discuss what she saw the day after the killings. Fox's Jonathan Suri has more.
Even if you give this jury an instruction, you can't unring the bell.
Alec Murdaugh's attorneys moving for a mistrial on Friday. The disgraced former attorney is on trial for the murders of his wife Maggie and their son Paul. The defense objected to testimony from the family's housekeeper, Blanca Simpson, after the state asked whether Maggie was concerned about money problems before she was killed.
Testimony elicited by the defense throughout the trial from witnesses portraying the family as a loving and happy marriage. I find that this testimony properly responds to that testimony.
Prosecutors also asked Simpson to identify clothes Alec wore in a Snapchat video taken the day Maggie and Paul were killed. She said she never saw the items again, and then recalled a conversation Murdaugh had with her later on.
You remember the shirt I was wearing, that Vinnie Vine shirt. I didn't say anything, but I was kind of thrown back because I don't remember that. I don't remember him wearing that shirt.
Simpson also testified to seeing unusual things at the Murdaugh house the day after the murders, including pots out of place and a pair of khaki pants on the bathroom floor. On cross-examination, the defense pressed her on those observations.
Did you see any bloodstains?
There appeared to be no bloodstains on those pants.
Okay. And in the bathroom, did you see any bloody footprints?
I did not.
Prosecutors expect to wrap up their case next week. In Atlanta, Jonathan Siri, Fox News.
More to come after these commercials. Stay with us.
3 mentors, 3 floors, 1 next level chef.
We're on the top. I want to stay here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Next Level Chef premieres after the Super Bowl on Fox.
It's the Toyota Washington's Birthday Sales Event at your all-wheel drive headquarters, giving you, for a short time only, cash-saving deals. Right now, you can get a cash-saving 3.99% financing deal on an all-wheel drive Camry. And every Camry comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and Toyota Safety Sense. Hurry to the Toyota Washington's Birthday Sales Event for cash-saving deals only at your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
When it comes to winter footwear, warmth, waterproof, and safety matter most. Take the drive today to Comfort Shoes and More in Newport and discover the latest in winter boot technology. We've got boots rated from -60 to 0 degrees Fahrenheit to keep your feet warm in any weather. Check out the new materials guaranteed to keep your feet dry. Relieve the anxiety of slipping and falling this winter with the new Navitec with grippers built right into the sole. Just flip it and clip it and you're ready to go. Be prepared this winter. Take the drive today to Comfort Shoes and More in Newport.
Come stop by Triple S Tax Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
Realtors at Morrison & Company with Next Home Experience have been serving satisfied clients since 2016. With more than $25 million in sales for 2022 alone, we hold the expertise to get you from under contract to closing during this very personal experience. Our modern and hands-on approach will get you where you want to be, faster and with less hassle. Call us today for your real estate options.
Dad, not another showing.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
A major shakeup in Disney's streaming output, and Adidas struggles to get rid of unsold Yeezys. Fox's Lillian Wu has those stories and more in Fox's Business Briefs.
Yahoo is the latest in a string of tech companies slashing jobs in anticipation of a possible recession. It's cutting 20% of its workforce. That's about 1,700 employees. The company blames shrinking ad sales. Disney could be selling streaming service Hulu. The potential sale is part of a revamp revealed by returning CEO Bob Iger. All key Disney business operations will be put under executives who will decide how to promote and make money from the company's shows and movies. Expect a bigger focus on family content. Adidas is warning it could lose money this year because it might not be able to sell its inventory of Yeezy shoes after parting ways with Kanye West. Adidas is looking into selling the sneakers under a new brand name. It's also dealing with weaker than expected sales from a collaboration with Beyonce. And Jeep is getting ready to roll out its most expensive SUV ever. The limited edition Wrangler Rubicon 392 costs more than $115,000. They're built as part of a broader 20th anniversary collection, and it won't be easy to get. Only 150 of the models will be coming down the assembly line. That's business. I'm Lillian Wu.
A risk in the sky. Vapes and e-cigarettes causing an increasing number of lithium battery incidents on planes. Just like cell phones and laptops, the batteries in vapes can catch on fire in the sky. So flight attendants must be on alert for containing overheating vaping devices and e-cigarettes. A database by the Federal Aviation Administration shows that vapes and e-cigarettes were the #1 cause of lithium battery incidents on aircraft in 2022. That's more compared to incidents that were caused by laptops or battery packs. Vapes and e-cigarettes must be transported in carry-on baggage, not in cargo, but smoking is strictly prohibited on board, and the devices must have a watt-hour rating less than 100 and a lithium content within the FFA's limit. In other news, apart from Kansas City and Philadelphia, there's one Ohio community that has a pretty important connection to Super Bowl 57. It's Cleveland Heights, the hometown of Jason and Travis Kelce, the first brothers to play against each other in the big game. Fox's Stephen Gowen has more on how people out there are cheering both brothers on.
Cleveland Heights High School. This is where it all started for Eagle center Jason Kelce and his brother Travis, a tight end for the Chiefs.
We are very prideful of where we come from in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, that Northeast Ohio love.
The city now showing its love for the Kelces, who will make history as the first brothers to play against each other at a Super Bowl.
You know, they were very competitive growing up. Jason was the, kind of the ultimate big brother. Come on, Travis, we got to be on time. We got to do, we need to be here. We need to do this. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
It's a sibling rivalry that kicked off years ago on a high school field. Mike Jones was the Kelce's head coach at the time.
So Jason worked extremely hard at his craft. And then Travis was a quarterback. He was quarterback by default, really, because he was the best athlete on the team.
Then they went on to the University of Cincinnati, and later NFL success, including prior Super Bowl wins for both brothers.
Just to get our guys to a point where they made the NFL is it's a tough draw to do that. And for them to make it to the Super Bowl, it's just been icing on the cake.
Jones now rooting for Jason and Travis as they prepare to take the field. Cleveland Heights set to have bragging rights for years to come, no matter which team or which brother wins the game.
Here at Cleveland Heights, it's a win-win for us.
Cleveland Heights has found a really unique way to celebrate the Kelce brothers as they make history. The city lights up its school, half red and half green, to honor their alumni, now Super Bowl bound. We'll be Conrad Supissi's in next with our full 5-day forecast.
All right, we had some temperatures near freezing today. Our average should be around 30 degrees, but much warmer temperatures will be moving in. When and how warm will we get? I'll have the answers, plus more, coming up.
The Quirk Subaru Washington's birthday sales event is here. Get 3.9% financing when you purchase select 2023 models. It's your Subaru. Find it at Quirk.
You know, if one mattress was right for everybody, we wouldn't need to stock over 30 models. It doesn't exist. Our low price and sleep guarantees mean you won't pay too much for a great night's sleep. Purchase your new mattress before 3 p.m. and we'll deliver it the same day in the Bangor and Ellsworth area. Warehouse pricing, a great night's sleep guaranteed, same-day delivery, and free removal of your old. At Dorsey's, we've got your back. Sleep well, my friends.
Pond Hill Farms in Brooks, Maine offers 100% grass-fed beef in a variety of ways. Choose between individual cuts that are state inspected and ready to pop in your fridge or freezer. If you're looking to stock up, Pond Hill Farms offer the option to purchase hanging weight by quarter, half, or whole. We also offer live cattle if you're looking to grow your own herd. Pond Hill Farms also offer rental cottages with spectacular views of the farm and the Maine outdoors. Whether you're looking for fresh Maine meat or a gorgeous place to vacation, Pond Hill Farms is the place to be. CEM DP Porter Contractors has been in business for over 40 years in the Bangor area. We specialize in design build for commercial, medical, and residential. We can assist our customers with anything from lot procurement to helping find financing for your project, along with building maintenance and renovations. CEM DP Porter Contractors is currently hiring a Herman for multiple positions, including carpenters and laborers. We offer vacation, holidays, a 3% IRA match, and competitive pay. If interested in applying, please contact Jason at 207-848-7486.
It's your car, it's your SUV, it's your truck. Experience the pre-owned difference with a huge selection of over 500 used vehicles at Quirk Motor City Used Vehicle Center, 377 Hogan Road, Bangor. It's your car. Find it at Quirk Motor City.
The Great American Race. The Daytona 500. February 19th, only on Fox.
All right, folks, we're a day away from the big Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. Look at that. I am all charged up, especially with all this nice weather in the area. Today, same story. We had lots of sunshine out there. Temperatures maybe weren't as warm as we'd like it to be, but still a nice and good amount of sunshine. Not only here in the States, Vermont, New Hampshire, even Boston got in on lots of sunshine. So all clearing has been in the area through the northeast, and that's going to be a trend the next couple of days. We will have some virga precipitation that will not quite be reaching the ground the next couple of days. And then looking into Monday night and then into the morning hours on Tuesday, we'll have another disturbance moving in. Maybe a couple of flurries will be in the area, but we're looking at less than an inch of snow, maybe a trace at most in most locations, I'd say. So not going to be a big weather event, but definitely something to keep an eye on by those morning hours on Tuesday. Now let's talk about these temperatures, folks. Look how warm it's been. Of course, Florida is hanging out that beach weather, 70s and 80s, but most of that warmer weather did make its way up. Once again, D.C., Raleigh had temperatures well above their average for this time of year. It's like this is on repeat. This whole winter, the Northeast has been very, very mild, and we actually have much warmer temperatures on the way. So Monday into Tuesday, we actually have temperatures closer to our average, closer to the freezing mark. Look what happens Wednesday, though. 42. If you don't like that, look at Thursday, 54 degrees. Wow, I'm probably going to be walking around with my short sleeve shirts because it is going to be mild out there, folks, with a couple of showers moving in as well. So get ready. Most of this snow will be gone within the next week. We do have some breezy conditions out there right now. 13-mile-an-hour winds here in town, 12 in Bar Harbor, and these are sustained winds. So we're looking at wind gusts close to 20 to 25 miles per hour. Not the strongest winds, but definitely making it feel a little bit cooler than what that actual air temperature is outside. We do have some small craft advisories in effect till the morning hours tomorrow that did get extended from yesterday, exactly how I expected it to be. Tonight, though, temperatures will be hovering in those upper teens, maybe closer to 20 degrees with some partly cloudy skies. Will be a little bit windy, though. We will have a southwest wind at around 10 to 15, maybe 20 miles an hour in some spots. So that 17 degrees will feel closer to 5 by those morning hours for our big day. We got Super Bowl Sunday. Temperatures will be mild, 40 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and a pretty calm wind. The winds will start to die down. So what a beautiful day out there in store for tomorrow. Our extended forecast outlook does show a nice clearing by Monday. Temperatures around 35. Tuesday, though, a couple of snowflakes in the area, not a big system. Wednesday into Thursday, we really start to climb up that ladder with temperatures, and we'll be warming up in the 40s on Wednesday and 50s by Thursday.
Thanks so much, Conrad. All good news in my eyes. All right, sports is next with Ryan Sudol. Stay with us.
Looking to buy or sell a home? The More True team of Better Homes and Gardens works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Give the ladies of the More True team a call today or visit their Facebook page.
When you've experienced fire and smoke damage in your home, when pipes break and you have water everywhere, when you're concerned about your family's health because of mold, you need a friendly face to take care of it all. You need the friendly faces of Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. We're just a click or call away. Whatever life throws at you, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is here for you. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories. We'll handle the rest.
Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover-Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance. Browse our inventory online or in person. Whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, we can put you in the vehicle that is right for you. Sales, service, and parts. Rowell's Garage, doing business the right way every day. Come bowl a few games here at Bangor Brewer Bowling Lanes. We're one of the only Candlepin bowling alley centers in Maine, conveniently located in the heart of Brewer. You always have the opportunity to simply bowl for fun. However, you can also join a league. We have youth leagues, adult and senior leagues. Now don't forget, we also host birthday parties for under $100, and gift certificates are also available. Give us a call right away at 989-3798 to make reservations for your birthday party today.
Looking to buy or sell a home? The More True team of Better Homes and Gardens works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Give the ladies of the More True team a call today or visit their Facebook page.
Don't miss the most beloved unmasking in history.
Wow! The whole world loves you so much.
The Masked Singer season premiere, Wednesday on Fox.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you for joining us. Let's start with a story on the hardwood that is just incredible. Lawrence girls hoop star Mackenzie Neto was in a car accident 2 Decembers ago and suffered another setback in the fall, but neither kept her down. Dave Eade has more.
Yeah, I was in shock.
While leaving a JV basketball game in Skowhegan, Mackenzie Neto and her friend Hope Bouchard were involved in a serious car crash in December of 2021.
We were around this corner and we hit a tree, and so I was in the back seat and I got struck from the back.
Both Mackenzie and Hope knew it wasn't good.
She told us her back was in a lot of pain, and we knew that it could be something really bad, so she didn't move at all.
Mackenzie's worst fears became a reality.
The first question I asked my dad when we got the x-rays is if I'm going to play basketball or not. And right then and there, he was like, no, you're not going to be able to this season.
A broken back ended Mackenzie's junior season.
That was definitely hard. Basketball has been a part of my life for my whole life, especially with my dad as a coach. I've grew up in it, so it was definitely a heartbreak.
But after months of rehab and hard work in the gym, Mackenzie was back on the hardwood.
She's feeling the nerves a little bit tonight.
However, Mackenzie's comeback story wasn't over. She tore her ACL playing field hockey last fall. It knocked her down, but not out.
I didn't really know anyone could play on a torn ACL, but as soon as I figured out learned that people have, I'm like, I want to take that chance.
Coach Greg Chesley says he's never seen a player with Mackenzie's drive and determination.
We can't get her out of the gym. We have the last practice of the night, and I'll be rounding everyone up, and she's like, Coach, I got the custodian to stay, and watch me shoot for a little bit. So, and she's in here in the morning before school.
Teammates say she's an inspiration.
I think it really shows how strong she is as a person, because going through all of that and then coming back.
When she was down and out, and even when she was in the hospital, she was so supportive of us and watched every game and just made us keep going.
For Mackenzie, she's managed to find a silver lining through all the adversity.
Yeah, I think it's definitely shown me how to persevere, like what hard work really is.
And there she goes. You knew it wasn't going to take her long.
Just an awesome story, and good luck to Lawrence in the tournament. Let's move on to cheerleading. The Cheer State Championships were held down at the Augusta Civic Center on Saturday. Classes A through D competed in front of a great crowd at the ACC, and they put on a show. 64 teams in all competed, but only 4 would walk out champions. 2 of these champions were Oxford Hills in Class A and Central Aroostook in Class D. Here's both teams' thoughts on their special days.
It feels incredible. Like, coming into this season, I never would have predicted that this is how we were going to end it, but it feels absolutely amazing.
We didn't know how it was all going to go, and they kept working, and yeah, it's incredible.
We're just really excited to be here. Last year was not how we wanted to go, and this year we came back and we knew what we wanted to do.
After cheering for almost 13 years now, this feels like the best way to end it possible.
Okay, and now here are the top 5 teams from Class A. You saw Oxford Hills with the win, Lewiston 2, Noble 3, Sanford 4, and Bangor, the hometown team, at 5. For Class B, Ellsworth won Class B. Congratulations. Herman 2, Gray, New Gloucester, number 3, Levitt 4, Madomic Valley 5, 2 Class C, Lisbon St. Dom's 1, Dexter 2, Central 3, Winslow 4, Bucksport 5, and of course Class D, Central Aroostook, as you just saw, took that one home. Bangor Christian, the runners-up, Machias 3, Narraguagas 4, Boothbay at 5. Okay, let's move to the mat now. Up at PVHS on Saturday was the B North Regional Wrestling Championships, and we've got some highlights for you. 14 weight classes, 14 regional champions. Let's go. At 113, Gavin Young from Belfast against Carter Noble from MDI. Watch Noble try to flip his way out of Young's grasp, but the senior holds firm. Second period. Noble so close to getting Young's shoulders on the mat, but he fights out of it, regains control, and that would lead to the pinfall. Watch Young here. He says, "You be quiet. You're looking at a regional champion." Then at 138, Owen Harper from Mattinacook against Logan Blanchell from MDI. Blanchell had Harper's head locked in the second period, but he pops it out for the takedown. To the third period, tied at 2, 30 seconds left. Harper completes his takedown. Great resistance from Blanchell, though, but Harper gets it done. He is your regional champion at 138. Here is Harper and Young on what it means to be champion.
It feels pretty good. Good to get it done this year because I didn't win last year, so it feels good to do it this year.
It feels amazing. Couldn't take anything better. Couldn't have went out there any better than I already did. Hoping to go into states and get that dub.
And now here are the top 3 teams from both Class B North and Class A North. Camden Hills wins Class A North. Wyndham, GNG, and Westbrook at 2. Oxford Hills 3. And in Class B North, Belfast. They win that region. Mattinacook 2 and Dexter at 3rd. And other scores from the area. D3 women's basketball. Husson completes the sweep against Maine Maritime. 67-55. The women get the win. And in overtime, the men win 86-75. And unfortunately, Maine could not do the same against NJIT. Men lose 65-50. Women lose a close one, 56-54. That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after the break.
Are you looking to have some fun, including soaring on Skyrider, the ultimate indoor zip line? Well, come over to Urban Air, Bangor's #1 birthday party destination, located at the Airport Mall. Urban Air has gravity-defying attractions for all ages, including our Warrior Course, trampolines, enormous arcade section, and climbing walls. Call us today to schedule your birthday party. And don't forget, we have endless play memberships available as well. Urban Air, let them fly.
Having a hard time finding that perfect gift? No worries. From now until February 14th, Quality Jewelers is offering one-stop shopping for all your Valentine's Day needs. Every purchase will come with a bonus gift, and our gift package makes shopping this Valentine's Day easy. You'll get chocolates, a stuffed animal, and a Valentine's Day card to fill out. If you're looking for the easiest way to really impress that special someone, look no further than Quality Jewelers. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
Nana's Attic started many years ago for me. When I was a young fellow, I used to go with my grandmother collecting antiques and selling antiques. I went on many trips with Nana as I was fascinated with the world of antiques and the history behind old things. They remind you of days that have gone by, but spark memories of youth and hanging out with loved ones that are no longer with us. Now I've made that dream a reality. First with my Ellsworth Flea Market, and now my own store, Nana's Attic and Then Some, located in the old Olympia Sports in Ellsworth, where you'll find treasures and antiques galore.
Here at Garrett's Auto Sales, we believe in fair prices, superior service, and always treating the customer right. We have a fantastic selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, with some priced under $10,000. All our vehicles come with a complimentary 30-day warranty and can be seen at garrettsauto.com. Come see us at Garrett's Auto Sales, where we focus on you, the customer. We're located just 2 miles from the Brewer Walmart on Route 1A. We look forward to meeting you.
There seems to be confusion, so it's time that we be frank. Katahdin trusts that Big Green K is a community bank. Like cash your checks and business loans and financing a car, we don't have any trust accounts. A bank is what we are. We get it. Trust has different meanings. Dependable is where we're leaning. Sure, we hike, we love the trees, but none of us are land trustees. A century we've been around to keep your money safe and sound. We're debit cards and mortgages. That kind of rhymes with oranges. For friendly bases, HSAs, new construction, tap to pay, we're confident you'll come to thank Katahdin Trust. Because we're a bank.
This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
You've seen homeowners go all out for Christmas, but a California resident says she has spent 3 years setting up the ultimate display to celebrate Valentine's Day. Eve DeLay loves getting in the holiday spirit. For the Day of Love, she has built this art installation especially for Valentine's Day selfies, and neighbors are encouraged to visit and take pictures.
This is the first year I put it on a couple social media sites. I was very surprised by the quick response, so that's pretty neat. Okay. And I love to bring great energy, and I've been trying to create different things in the neighborhood, but the hearts are my favorites.
DeLay says the display is about spreading good cheer, not just romance, throughout her Alameda neighborhood. The selfie stop will be open through late February. And other news, an animal shelter wants to help you get over your ex in a very unique way. For only $5 of a donation, the Animal Friend Humane Society in Hamilton, Ohio will let you write your ex's name in a cat litter box. The cats will then take care of the rest. The shelter says it is taking donations until February 12th, before Valentine's Day. A special video will be shared on Facebook showing the names received. That's an interesting method. Well, that's all for tonight. We hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will see you back here tomorrow night. Be safe.
Come stop by Triple S Tack Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Hood is the cottage cheese lovers love. Why? Our country style has more protein than hummus and less sugar than yogurt. And our expertly blended flavors are a taste combination you can't recreate at home. Now that's cottage cheese.